Pre-council. We'll be here for the council meeting. There we go. Here for the council meeting. Let's go right into it. First of all, good evening to everyone. Glad to see all of you here. We'll get the meeting started. First, new business that we have is that Resolution 2017-R31 supports the Irondale Youth and Education Committee Fund recommendation to support the purchase of a starter pack of dash and dot robots for Shades Valley High School in the amount of $960. Any discussion on the?
Do we want to give our audience a chance to comment on items, if we want to do some of these on consent?
Well, what we'll do is we'll go through it all, let them comment, and then we'll come back and put what we need on consent. That's okay? Yes.
Actually, one question on that. They're handling the jerseys, I'm assuming?
Jersey. Which one you on? Number one?
Number one, Resolution 31. I think in the supporting document, they were talking about jerseys as well. We're only taking care, never mind, I apologize. Wrong one. Wrong education fund.
Wrong. Yes, sir.
I'll have that question when we actually get to the correct resolution. Thank you.
All right. Resolution 2017, number two, Resolution 2017-R32. Support the Irondale Education and Youth Committee on the recommendation to support the purchase of Jugs Junior Pitching Machine for the Irondale Middle School girls softball team in the amount of $1,000. Any discussion? Number three, resolve resolution 2017-R33, support the Irondale Youth Education Youth Committee Fund. Recommendation to support the purchase of 25 wave basketballs and 30 volleyballs for Irondale Middle School at an amount of $1,524.72.
That's the one I was referring to.
That's what
You
you're
said they're
referring to.
taking care of the jerseys. We're just providing balls.
That's correct.
Fair enough.
Yes, sir. That's correct. One discussion. Resolve resolution 2017-R34, support the Irondale Education Youth Committee Fund. Recommendation to support the Math Design Collaborative for Irondale Middle School at an amount of $400. And the reason we're going through it pretty quick, we had a work session last night, and we discussed all the items last night, so if the council don't have any comments, we've already talked about it last night. But you'll have an opportunity to discuss it once we get to that point. Number five, Resolution 2017-R35, proposed to Senate Bill 31, House Bill 58, which exempt prescription drugs for the calculation of gross receipt business licenses.
I think we ought to read that so that the audience can understand what we're exempting from, or what the purpose of the exemption is. Can we do that?
Do you have it up?
No, I don't have it up, but I'll different find it
But basically, I could sum it up in a few words.
here.
It's basically in the state legislature to exempt pharmacies from using taxes collected on sales of prescription drugs and having that as part of the calculation of their business license. It has failed before in the state legislature. Hopefully it will fail again. It's not that we're opposed to them not taxing drugs. It's taking that amount out of the calculation of the business license.
The people are not charged a sales tax when they purchase prescription drugs. It's a tax on the pharmacy for the amount of money that they receive for those prescription drugs. So they pay a tax on it, the individual doesn't. And that's taxes paid to the city, and their state is wanting to exempt that portion of the revenue that the city gets from pharmacy. We don't have one here in the city, and that's at Sam's Wholesale.
We actually have a very large one, two of them. We have a large closed-door pharmacy.
Oh, right. Yeah. I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
Resolve resolution number 6. Resolve resolution 2017 R36 to appoint Kimberly Miles Stewart to the Irondale Education and Youth Committee Fund for 4-year term. Number 7, to resolve the resolution 2017 R37 authorized the mayor to contract with Iron Beach in an amount not to exceed $15,000 for 1 year. That's Councilman Fly.
Any other follow-up questions from my side?
Just the only thing you were following up was the funding source.
Funding source, and depending on our action, we can sort the funding out after the fact. If it is approved, we'll just go ahead and maybe take it out of the same budget same bucket it's currently being paid out of. And my goal would be when we have our next finance committee, we can kind of analyze how our spending has occurred over the first 6 months. We've already talked about in the last finance meeting, if we need to move some things around, we can do that, so we're prepared to have that conversation, but I would propose that it would be funded out of the same bucket it's currently being funded out of. We just have to approve, it's only funded for about 6 months of that contract. We basically are approving the funding of the continuing of that contract until we do the next budget. Questions, comments? So we would fund it out of the management consulting bucket.
Any other comments?
Council.
Ms. Trudy is here if you want to direct any questions in the meantime before we go into council session. If you'd like to ask her a question now, feel free.
I think the only other question that I had was having some type of routine report on utilization. Even if it's once a quarter.
Ms. Trudy, I think you're prepared to implement
Yes,
something like that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I can do it if you want to do it quarterly, maybe. We can have a separate sign-in sheet just for the Irondale employees, and then do it that way. And account for them that way.
Whatever it is, so we can just kind of look at utilization.
Yeah, that is fine. And then, any events we can track. We do events in the park or something like that, and then we can track the attendance and stuff like that. We do community involvement. And I do have my insurance policies.
Many thank you.
Number 8, resolve the resolution.
2017 R38 to appoint Lavinia Harris to the Irondale Education Youth Committee for a 4-year term. That's Councilman Beard and Walker.
Yeah, Lavinia has been on this committee for a number of years. She is one of the original ones that I recruited when I was given the assignment for this committee 8 years ago. And she's done an excellent job, and currently she's the only member still serving. So she's agreed to continue on serving in this capacity, and I have approval from the council.
Thanks, Councilman Beard. Any discussion on that?
All right, number
9, resolve the resolution
2017
R39
refunds the sales and use tax for 2014 and 2016 to Ferguson Enterprise Incorporated and the City of Birmingham in the amount of $64,902.95. Mayor, you want to comment on that? We talked about it last night.
If there's any questions on that.
I just confirmed again with James today, we are required to pay that, so we really have no choice in the matter.
Thanks, sir.
Number 10, resolve the resolution
17 R40 approves the renewal
of the Lighthouse Consulting Group current contract with the City of Irondale for the conversion of said contract to month-to-month status. We also discussed this last night. Number 11, resolve the resolution 2017 R41 authorize the mayor to execute the First Amendment development agreement between the City of Irondale, the Commercial Development Board,
and Sonic Automotive.
Again, the same that we discussed last night, and actually at a previous meeting.
Correct.
Do you have any question on behalf of the response?
I believe that's another no options.
Yes.
This is, it is an amendment, it's an amendment to an agreement that was established back, I think, in 2004.
Right.
So it's not a new agreement, we just amended that on the payment terms.
Thank you. Number 12, resolve the resolution 2017 R42, to authorize the mayor to execute a temporary easement agreement with SRE Alabama 2 LLC, SRE Alabama 5 LLC, GM 333 LLC, and assignment and assumption agreement with GM 33 LLC.
Straightforward.
Straightforward.
We worked out the wording, so that's.
Yeah. Okay. Number 13, resolve the resolution 2017 R43, authorize the mayor to purchase the right-of-way easement from the SRE Alabama 2 LLC and SRE Alabama 5 LLC for the widening of Ranchmere Parkway in the amount of $10. Any discussion on that, council? Number 14, resolve the resolution 2017 R44, repairs to damage to non-meter vehicle in amount not to exceed $1,200.
Any questions? Cap.
And last one is an ordinance.
That's a change from last night. We looked at that as a resolution, but our attorney reminded us that it needs to be an ordinance. So, it's changed.
So that's what we're looking out for. All right, at this time, we have comments. I'm sorry, you want to?
Yeah, could I ask you to consider adding possibly one other item? If you choose to do so. Bush Gerald's talked with James just this afternoon on the ZBA
Yes.
zoning board, and with me just briefly before this meeting. They're having problems on the zoning board of adjustments, having a quorum. They have to have 4 members, they have to have 4 positive votes, and they barely have 4 members. And they have regular members, and they have some supernumerary members, one of which has passed away. There's a couple of open slots on that board. I would like to suggest to you that we add a supernumerary person. And I think that's just a fancy term for someone who fills in and kind of emeritus or whatever, can fill in when they need it. So that they can hear the case that has been on the docket and is scheduled for next week. If we do that, it would make this appointment tonight. It's possible that that can go through next week on their regular schedule. If not, it's going to delay the construction, the builder on a project. This is for the hearing that they're going to have next week is for house construction in Trillium subdivision, which is off Overton Road. And I know the builder had called me several weeks ago and asked for assistance to make sure that it got through the process, and now we're bumping up against another delay. That person can be anyone. It needs to be a resident of Irondale, someone here. It should be someone who's familiar with Irondale. I have a suggestion for you. I really don't care who that person is to go in there, so if you have another one that you like better, then that's fine. I did, after Bush talked to me this afternoon, I began thinking of who might possibly do that, who would have experience doing it. And Ross Graham came to my mind. I called Ross, he's out of town. He said he would be willing to do it. He said he served on the board for 10 years, on the zoning board of adjustment for 10 years in the past. So if you could see fit to add that to the agenda for tonight as yet another item, I think it would be good customer service for the builder and contractor.
Could we ask for a show of hands if someone else that's in attendance would like to be on the zoning board of adjustment?
Mayor,
Yes.
there are one permanent position and 2 supernumerary positions. I should have practiced before I came here. But there are 2 positions open. Well, there are actually 3, but he needs 1 to make sure that he gets 4.
So we thought the supernumerary position was an easy one. It's not easy to say, but it's an easy one for you to fill because that person really is just filling in. So it's not one of the regular members. So you can do 1 or 2 tonight if you choose to.
You said you talked to Ross today?
I
Or you
called
him?
Ross after Bush spoke to me and just
Okay.
asked him if he would consider that. He said he would.
He would consider.
We ask for
Yes, yes,
anyone,
ma'am.
if anyone that would like to be on the zoning board, if you're in attendance tonight, if you'd like to apply for that.
This is the zoning board of adjustment.
Zoning board of adjustment, excuse me. Raise your hand. That's Field, anyone? Al?
Yeah, I'd be interested.
Huh?
I am interested.
Okay, anybody else?
So we do have two of those supernumerary positions, if you want to fill those, and come back with a permanent and a regular member.
Got that? He's doing that resolution. Why he's doing that, is there anyone have any comments on the agenda item?
I have a general comment. Bob Saunders, 1835th Avenue South, Irondale. I know y'all had a work session last night. Didn't somebody make it. But I would ask the council and the clerk to consider when you're going to have a work session, because you have a long docket. Obviously, that's what you're going to discuss. Maybe if you would include that when you get your work session, so people would know, and they can come out and have a better understanding of what y'all are going through. Thank you.
Excuse me, Bob, what was, you were saying the work session was attached to the,
Yeah, you listed the work session, but it doesn't say what it is.
oh,
If you put in the work session that it was, due to the doc,
Okay.
consider the long agenda, then I think you might have to keep that.
Cindy Coyar, 5729 Belmont Drive. Just with item number 5, resolution 2017 R35. I'm just seeking some clarity. I believe Council Member Beardy mentioned that currently pharmacies can't tax.
They pay a tax on their sales.
Right, but the client
Doesn't pay.
doesn't pay. Is that legislative law where they can't tax them? Okay, great, because I was just wondering if this.
This will eliminate that tax that the pharmacy is paying. They can't charge you the tax, but they have to pay it.
Right.
And this would eliminate the tax that they are paying.
Mhm.
And
And
the
you're
state,
opposing that, right?
this is a state, yeah, because it will take several $1,000s out of the city's pocket every year. But do you know about how much we collect from the pharmacies on that tax?
I do not, because it's included in the gross receipts for Sam's. And Garden Pharmacy, I think we gave them, what was it, half off of their business licenses, so it was 28,000, so they paid around 14, 15, and so that's about
So that would cost us $50,000 from them for
the,
the
no,
next
15,000.
over the next 4 years. It would cost the city about $50,000 in sales tax that we would receive from just that one pharmacy.
Right, okay, thank you for that.
I've got the specific wording if you want it, from some resources from the League of Municipalities. Do you want me to read that to you real quick?
Yes, please.
Okay. These bills do not apply only to legally owned pharmacies. Revenue derived to sales from any prescription medications would be exempt from municipal gross receipts, licenses, including sales made by the big box stores like Walmart, Publix, Rite Aid, CVS, and other stores with pharmacies. Does that help you at all?
Yeah, I just was wanting to make sure that that wasn't passed on to the person that's needing their prescription.
Understood.
Now, all businesses pay a tax on a percentage of their sales, and this would just eliminate them paying that tax.
Right, okay,
Everybody else is paying it.
very good. And then item number 10, which is the renewal of the consulting group. I was at the work session we had yesterday. I just wanted to note a couple of things. I thought the letter that the mayor sent, I kind of take that as if I have a lease or a contract with someone, it's just common courtesy to send them a letter to let them know that the current contract as it stands, you won't be renewing that, but you're open to negotiating another contract so that when May comes around, you'll have something in place and you can work in an, amicable way. So I just wanted to say that I thought what the mayor did was, I thought that was cordial, following protocol. And then secondly, I wanted to note that, I do go to the website quite a bit, and I think this group they've done a good job maintaining the website, and I wanted to commend them for that. And I do hope that you can work something to where it benefits both parties. Okay, thank you.
Any other comments from the audience?
You mentioned the 15.
You mentioned the 15? No, it's 40. All right, let's go back and see what we'll put on consent council.
Can we do that with Papa Joe being absent? Leslie?
You can go ahead and work out what y'all decide, and then when he comes, we can let him know what is going to put on consent, and if he objects to any of them, remove them from consent before the agenda is ready.
All right, let's go down to number 1. Consent.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Yes.
4.
Yes.
Yep.
5.
Yes.
Yes.
6.
Yes.
Number 7.
I say yes.
I can go with yes, based on our information from last night. Yes.
Number 8.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
9.
I've got to abstain from that one.
Okay.
We'll have to skip that one and vote.
All right, number 10. Vote.
Yeah, vote on that one.
11. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
12. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
13. Yes.
Yes.
14,
14. Yes.
Yes.
15 is a vote.
and we're going to add 16.
We'll add 16. We'll add City Clerk James Stewart read that resolution.
Got my practice in now, so. Resolve that resolution 2017-R-46 appoints Ross Brown and Cal Paps as supernumeraries to the Zoning Board of Adjustments.
Good, James.
Can I get a motion we add that?
I'll make a motion, we add number 16 as James read it.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
I say yes.
We have 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes before we go into our regular council.